that puts your immune system and your body in general in a position where you can get more secondary illnesses that go on top of that. Hi, it's Nani, and welcome to Chronicles of Nani. This vlog is about my life, living with progressive MS, and in a wheelchair, and today a few other things. But if you find some little bit that makes you smile, makes you wonder, makes you go, if you are dealing with the same things or similar things, chronic illness can definitely bring, or if someone you care about is dealing with a chronic illness, and you can find a little bit to say, hey, this might be able to help this person smile, or this might be able to help me make them smile. By all means, subscribe, become part of our group, part of our family, our community, supporting those who want to smile no matter what life throws at them. This is the place that you want to be and that you want to check out every Friday or whenever you get a chance. I've always suggested a latte and air pop popcorn are fantastic accompaniments for binge watching to catch up on a few episodes. So please enjoy and subscribe. Put that subscriber number up. It makes me happy when I see that number going up. And thank you for everybody who subscribes and watches. And thank you to everybody, even if you don't subscribe but you watch every week, because you people are the people that make me smile every week and that make me want to be here. Now today you are not looking at the done up hair and the pretty hairband and earrings and appropriate shirt that I had last week. Now this is a cyber coffee shop, and I make sure every week to have a cup of coffee. This week I've got Kroger brand pink grapefruit seltzer water, which will hopefully keep my voice going for a little while. If not, it may be a shorter vlog. One of the things that some of you may have noticed if you watch the credits, I really don't know how many people actually watch the credits, or if when I say goodbye and I'll see you next week, you go to something new. But if you do watch the credits, you may have noticed that my name in the credits is different. I changed my name to my professional name, which is basically my maiden name, because everything that I did that's editing, that's got credits in it with my name on it, the award, I don't know where it cuts off. You may or may not see behind me, but I'll show it to you anyway because I like showing it off. Like 20 some odd years later, still like showing it off because it's a pretty award. The Innovative Cable Excellence Award that I won in 1995. It was one of those weird things that I entered the contest because I liked the award. It's pretty. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to win one of those awards because it's pretty? And I actually won the award. So now I have this pretty block of crystal iceberg that sits on the shelves behind me, and when I am doing my vlog or do anything where I'm looking at myself, I can see the award behind me. The reason that I put my husband's last name at the end, because we eloped, and part of our great reveal in different places that we went with different friends was that the train video that I did with photographs that I had taken, I put my show together and I put my full married name at the end of the credits. And that's when a friend came up and asked, "Is there something that you need to tell us?" I don't take photos as much anymore, so I'm not doing shows for myself, but I edit my husband's shows. And I put my full name as the editor, simply because that's how our train fan friends know me. And it was just matter of habit because I really hadn't been doing anything except railroad videos. So been using my full name on them. When I started doing this vlog, I put my full married name on, and I switched back this year to my professional name. So it is the name that's on that award. It's the name that's on, well, everything that I've ever done professionally. My resume after we got married still had my professional name on it. So I would be one of those people with one name on my business card and a different name on my paycheck. And there are lots of women like that you get married after you've established yourself professionally. You don't change your professional name. So that's why you see the name different. I've decided that since this is not a train vlog, that I should really be using my professional name. My marriage is just as secure as it was last year. So that doesn't mean that anything catastrophic has happened to me personally, because geez, I've got progressive MS and all sorts of other stuff. What more catastrophic could happen to me? Friday after the debut, when usually I would be putting together my notes and getting everything ready for Saturday's taping, I felt awful. I mean, I felt blah, sick. Of course, in this day and age, the first thing that I did was grab something that I was drinking and smell it. Okay, it smelled like tea. And I took a sip out of it. It tastes like tea. I checked my temperature. Okay, the temperature is right. So, the basic start worrying about COVID things. Alright, no, I'm not having any of the basic COVID symptoms. I started thinking about the fact that, okay, I have progressive MS. I also have Raynaud's disease. Raynaud's disease is it's a lack of blood flow that actually can make your toes and your fingers turn blue. I mean, seriously blue, or bright red. Or there was one day that I was cutting vegetables for soup, and my fingers felt numb, and they actually looked, I mean, they had no color at all, just very sallow, almost, I don't know how better to describe it. They looked like the hands on a corpse. And I had to run some hot water on them and warm them up. Now, the Raynaud's disease is a secondary disease that sort of Well, I can jump onto MS, your system's already weakened. It hurts when my fingers and my toes get cold to the point of where they're changing color. And this can be, they get cold. It's worse in the winter. Certainly worse if I'm outside in the winter. But it can happen in the summer too. That just the air conditioning can make my toes feel so cold that they start to turn blue, and I need to put socks on or a blanket. I also have hypothyroidism. I gained probably around 50 pounds in 2 months. It scared the heck out of me. And my doctor said, yeah, unless you're really fooling everybody and dancing around and getting Ben and Jerry's a couple of pints a day, I know how you eat, and it's not possible. There's got to be a reason for it. So she did blood work, and it did say my thyroid was really high, really out of balance, and that my glucose was moving up. So we did some things. I went to an endocrinologist. They prescribed some medication that did help, and it got my thyroid back down to a relatively normal number. And I started losing weight like crazy. In a month's time, my thyroid and glucose numbers tripled. They fixed the thyroid, but my glucose is still up. So I am a type 2 diabetic now. The Mediterranean MS-friendly diet that I eat is actually good for glucose. It's brought my glucose down. Right now I am finishing up the last week of Christmas Gras, which, if you think of Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, getting all of the stuff out of your house before Lent or a time of sacrifice, which is where Mardi Gras came from. I sort of look at Christmas Gras the same way. It's getting all of the Christmas stuff eaten and out of the house so that you can start eating normal again. Well, part of that is I use Freestyle Libre glucose monitor that I wear on the side of my arm, and I check it with my phone, and check it a lot with my phone and watch which different foods I'm eating are doing different things to my glucose level, so I can keep it down where it belongs. And right now, my doctor and I suggested, and she said, okay, we can do that this time. So my monitor is going to be put in next week. So the day after this bit debuts, I'll have the monitor back in. But I will stop eating all of the Christmas goodies and start counting them. And I stick to the Mediterranean MS diet. Wonderful thing about that diet is it actually makes you crave fewer sweets. Godiva from Godiva box is based on 3 pieces of Godiva chocolate being a serving. So I can't even eat a full serving of Godiva anymore. That's great because it means that if I have a box of Godiva, it lasts longer too. So no problem with that. It's true that if you have a chronic illness already, especially if that chronic illness is affecting your ability to move and it's affecting your ability to get more exercise, that puts your immune system and your body in general in a position where you can get more secondary illnesses that go on top of that. Last Friday, where I would normally be doing things to get ready to tape, the next day, I was asleep. I was hot. I just didn't feel good. My arms and legs were aching. Now those are MS symptoms. But I was also just really hot and really tired. Tired is one of those things that, yes, it's an MS symptom, but it's also a symptom when your glucose is too high. I wanted to sleep all day, and I was burning up hot. Those are high blood sugar symptoms. And when I took my glucose medication, my weekly insulin shot, and drank a bunch of water, and instantly started feeling better. There's another thing that says, as crappy as I felt all day Friday, that was from glucose. And I started to cool off, and I felt better, and got a lot done over the course of Friday evening, because heck, I'd been asleep most of the day. So there are a lot of things that can choose to attack you because you have a chronic illness anyway, because you're not getting the movement, because you can't do the normal exercise. I'm in a wheelchair now. I can't walk. I used to walk and climb, and I can actually use my wheelchair to do push-ups in the kitchen. And it's a modified push-up, but I can push up against the counter while I'm sitting in the chair, and that helps strengthen the upper body, but nothing's going to strengthen the lower body. And when you lack that strength, there are other diseases and other conditions that can join in with what's wrong with you already. So those are things to look out for, but also, concentrate on the way that you're eating, what exercising you can do. If you can't do anything in the way of extra exercising, talk to your doctor and see if there's something else that could help. I know that the way that I normally eat helps a lot with keeping my glucose down. If you are someone with a chronic illness or someone in a wheelchair and you're not getting the same type of exercise or movement that you used to, keep an eye out for things that start to feel different, that are different than normal symptoms, or something that's just slightly different. I've never felt that before, and additional, because it could be that some of the symptoms you already feel are those symptoms, and that one little extra thing, and that accounts for some symptoms feeling worse, or just that little thing joining in saying, hey, you got something else. And if you feel something a little bit different, or even a lot different, talk to your doctor about it. Keep doing the blood work and checking, am I gaining some sort of different additional disease or condition that goes with my chronic illness? Because or like I said, even if you're in a wheelchair after an accident or something, and your ability to move and exercise changes. It also changes what your body is open to. I know with MS, I catch a cold, it lasts a lot longer. When I had a common flu, I ended up in the hospital. So it's uh, definitely something to be wary of. If you have a chronic condition or in a wheelchair, there are other things that you could end up with too. So keep an eye out and keep yourself safe. At this point, I'm definitely at the end of the. I only had the one can of grapefruit seltzer and a glass of water. And I'm really at the point of where my voice is saying, yeah, we better call it quits for this week. Please come and see the latest and greatest, or maybe not so greatest, of the Chronicles of Nani. Weekly, like I said, every Friday, or stop and binge watch with that latte and popcorn or whatever you enjoy. Having your version of the Cyber Coffee Shop. And I'll see you next week, and thanks for joining me.